There once was a man who lived in a jar. Today on Kentucky Fried Chronology. He was a happy man who lived in this jar, sat upon the road, eating a bar. It's a nurse. I don't know. It sounded like I was starting to do a nursery rhyme when I first started, so I tried to continue, but I ran out of words that rhyme with jar because they didn't have car in ancient Greece.
Even though he came from afar.
Oh, there you go. There once was a man who lived in a jar. He came from very far. He sat in the road and bit on his bar and said, "Damn, what a fool am I." And then decided to have a wank, right?
And protest hunger by literally jerking off in the street.
We're talking about Diogenes, the mad philosopher of ancient Greece, the original cynic, the OG punk, like the very first one. We're just punk rock. Got fuck you, I don't care, F the system, right? Because like if he was here now, he'd have the spiked mohawk and the
in his
anarchy fucking jacket.
Younger him maybe.
Got the nose ring.
But here's the thing: he wouldn't have needed all that.
Oh, yeah,
he would have seen
too materialistic.
He would have seen someone be more. He would have seen someone make more of a statement with less, and would have been, what a fool I've been, and give up the strings as he gave up the cup.
I'm more punk rock than you. Look, I am naked.
Pretty much.
Behold, I am the punkiest of punk rock. I have shed all, and behold.
Oh.
No one has any idea what we're talking about. We should probably explain.
You should have a real intro.
Okay, that was the real intro. But Diogenes.
Oh, Sinope. Sinope.
Yeah, we've had this argument like 5 times.
Yeah, I just pronounce it like
just say Sinope.
Sinope.
So just nope. Sinope.
Got it.
Sir, nope. I won't have it.
All right, so Diogenes of Sinope, born when exactly?
Somewhere in the 4th century, the very early. 404, 4012 BC, somewhere around there.
Never could nail it down exactly.
But he was born pretty well off. From like a minor noble family. His dad was a banker and in charge of like making the coins, the mint.
Mm-hmm.
And then he gets in some trouble him and his dad both. They get in trouble for defacing or debasing the coins. I've heard it both ways.
Yeah, which seems like such a weird
thing. Did that bother you? Because I'm like, those mean
debasing.
Mean 2 different things. Which one was it?
Very different thing. If it's debasing the coin, I understand entirely why both him and his dad got in trouble. That's just adding something else.
Yeah, like throwing tin in with the silver and making it less valuable.
Yeah, and you have more pure silver that you put in your own pocket.
Yeah. Now, defacing
currency, unless there was which, I mean, it makes sense.
Generally, it would have an image of like the king or the gods on the coin and stuff. So, did you draw a dick on the king's face,
or did you put an X over his eye?
Yeah, like what does defacing mean?
So I kind of wondered, like, it would be so cool if we could find out. It's one of those 5 questions I would ask him. That would be one of them.
I think it was that one because he doesn't.
I could see him being
He doesn't strike me as a greedy person who would be trying to screw people over to make more money.
No, based on everything.
Diogenes definitely seems like the kind of guy who got forced to work at his dad's, coin mint company and then started to amuse himself. Made a little dick stamp and started putting them on the king's face. And then one day somebody was at the market and was like, well, this is a counterfeit coin. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. Look, it's got a dick on it.
Of course they.
And then they went and told the king, and he got mad and threw them both in jail. And then I guess Diogenes' dad was like, look, I'll take the heat. Just, let the kid go. He didn't mean nothing by it. It was just what's a small dick between friends?
Right, youthful pranks.
We're Greek.
Right? That's right. Exactly, we're Greek. We're
Greek. It's fine. Dicks are everywhere. So the king agrees. but he exiles Diogenes from Sinope, and back then that was like a death sentence, right?
Yeah, well,
you weren't you had no citizenship
for 10 years.
No, it's for life.
I thought it was a term of.
I mean, it got rescinded later after he got popular with his philosophy and wild ass antics. We'll get into, but
I thought
the original sentencing was like, you're gone, don't ever come back. That's why when they went up and told him, it was like, look, you've been condemned to leave, and he's like, that's fine, I condemn them to stay. But with his few meager possessions and his one remaining slave, Maines, or Mayonnaise, as I like to call him, it's funnier. Maines is such a bland name. I want to call him Mayonnaise. So him, Mayonnaise, go off to the Oracle of Delphi to figure out what we're going to do. Because we have no home.
Yeah, you're homeless.
We're off on the wander. So they go to the Oracle and pay the last bit of their money, I'm sure that they have, because the shit ain't for free.
Right.
To go in there and have the
pretty girl in there sniff chemicals from underneath the earth, get high, and tell you what she sees.
No, tell them the truth. She's in there getting high on earth farts.
It's methane.
Because it's mostly methane. She's in there, she's getting high on farts and having visions, which I'm like, you know what? I mean, I would start having visions. I would start having visions too if you locked me in a room with a bunch of farts too. I would just, psychotic imagery would come to mind, right?
Grease will burn in fire.
Right, but he's like, what do I do? And she tells him to deface the currency, and he's kind of confused because he's like, well, I already did that. Do you want me to go back and do it again? So he's like thinking about it, and there's a very particular, because it's in Greek, and one of the words that the Oracle used in Greek, the root of could mean both like money or like your social worth, which is like your social currency or political currency. Yeah, that. But I didn't want to say that. Well, no, social credit score. Get the Chinese viewers in here. Hey, hi guys. Click like, subscribe.
We love it. We love the Chinese viewers. Bunch of your histories in the pot. Stay tuned. Anyway,
so there we go. Now that the Chinese bot we got its attention and it's paying attention.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh well, that just means that all the shit that we're all so concerned about, right? Like the root of his philosophy is like all the stuff we do, the houses, especially now, this really applies to us now. All the shit, all the cars and the iPhones and computers and rich people things and keeping up with the Joneses, it's all just a big show and it doesn't really matter. Only thing you need to be happy is just the things you need to survive. You need food, you need water, place to sleep, and a place to shit.
The biggest one, and I think what he forgot was community. But
no, I don't think he really needs that, because I mean, he didn't ostracize himself from the community in any way. We'll get to that in here in a minute. But
that's true. He
decides, like with his epiphany, he needs to learn the philosophy from somebody who knows more. So he goes to Athens.
I realized I'm smart enough to realize I'm fucking stupid.
Yeah, he's like, I have an idea and I need somebody smarter than me to explain it to me.
Achieve the first in line.
Somebody who has similar ideas to me. So he goes to Athens, where all of the philosophers are gathered up at this time, right?
All the great thinkers and all the great minds.
Plato's got his school going. They just executed Socrates like 15 years before.
So
and a lot of his students have branched off and made their own little schools, the most successful of which is Plato. There's another guy. His name is Antisthenes. Is that how you say it?
Antisthenes. If Count Dankula can pronounce it right, so can we. Come on, brother.
Antisthenes.
Antisthenes.
The hardest one for see,
man.
Fucking making fun
Antisthenes.
of me. All right, but that guy, he has kind of a similar philosophy of where it's like the only happiness is achieved through virtuous acts. So having a big house, a lot of money, all this, a bunch of slaves, all that stuff, that doesn't make you happy. You just need the bare minimum of stuff. So he's got he doesn't have a big mansion like Plato does, and he doesn't give big grand speeches like Plato does. He's off on the side. He's got his little house and stuff, and he's happy. And he thinks a lot, right? So Diogenes goes to this guy, and he's like, "I need you to teach me." And the guy goes, "Fuck you, no. I don't take students. What are you out of your go away.
Go away.
Leave me alone." "No, I'm not going to do that," says Diogenes. So he starts following him around for like a couple of weeks, just pestering the guy. "Teach me." "No." "Come on, you know you want to." I said no.
Keep doing that. Eventually,
yeah, he pissed him off enough. Eventually, the guy whips around. He's like, "Look, I am going to hit you with my walking stick until you go away if you don't leave me alone." Diogenes leans his head in and goes, "All right, go ahead. I'm not going anywhere as long as I think you have something important to say."
Which in the movie,
heart melting moment, right? The Grinch's heart grew 3 times that day.
Well, no, I'm thinking in that moment he kind of leaned forward, and then he's like, "All right, if you're gonna be that much of an ass shithead," he rears his cane up, rears back to hit him, and then he says that line, and then the Grinch's heart grew 3 sizes. Like,
I can't. I guess. Sure, kid.
Right, fine.
We'll begin your philosopher training. The crack of noon. Then you hit the music, and it turns into the montage. And just a bunch of different fucking positions of them thinking.
Disney's Hercules, Phil's song. "So you want to be a philosopher, kid? Well, whoop-dee-doo."
But back to Diogenes and his philosopher's training, right? So he learns all he can from Antisthenes, but he feels like he's not going hardcore enough, right? He's like, "And you're talking a big game about all the, like minimalism and all this stuff, but you got this house, you got that nice garden, you got all these nice clothes, you got a slave that brings you food and shit, like you
talking the talk."
Yeah, it's stuff. And Diogenes is just like, I think I've learned all I can. I'm gonna go do my own thing," and like just strips bare ass, takes his cloak and a walking stick, and turns and looks for his slave mayonnaise, and goes, "Oh, where the hell did he go?" And Antisthenes looks at him and goes, "Oh, he ran off as soon as you got here. Did you not notice?" He's
been gone for months.
He's like, "Huh, I'll be damned. You're not gonna go after him? Mayonnaise can live without Diogenes. Diogenes can live without mayonnaise. It's just foolish to think otherwise." And then walks off with his his stick and his bowl and his cloak, and that's about it. And goes off into the Athenian market, grabs a giant clay jar called a pithos, I've learned, and rolls it into the corner, into the middle of the square where he has a good view of everybody. Like I said, he wasn't hiding from society. No, he didn't go hermit and up in the mountains and Gollum himself. No, he's right there in front of everybody. He's there for the front row seat to watch life.
Civilization. He's essentially,
He's going to watch it all happen, and he's going to criticize the fuck out of everybody because they're all doing it wrong. Look at me. Look how happy I am. I have my bowl and my stick. I can piss wherever I want, shit wherever I want. I sleep wherever I want. All you Athenians wandering around, hustle, bustle, gotta do this, gotta do that. None of that really matters. Come on now. Damn, I'm thirsty. He goes over to the fountain with his bowl. He's drinking. He looks over and there's a little kid. Looks at his bowl. Looks back over at the kid. Smash! Ah! What a fool I've been to carry around such luxuries, or something like that. I have been bested in minimalism by this child.
Yeah. That is what everyone says. Bested by a child.
So now he's posted up in Athens, and we can just kind of
speed run all
the stories, just fun, crazy stories. There's a bunch of them. Give me a fun, crazy Diogenes story.
Let's go ahead and get the favorite out of the way. The fan favorite one, Plato, comes in all excited, says, "I've figured it out. Man is a featherless biped."
You're a genius. Oh my God. Oh yes. Oh my God. Plato. Diogenes in the corner.
Okay.
All right. Hold on. Goes out
the next day.
Gets a chicken.
I like to think it's later that same day.
I like to think it was immediately. And I really want, because he didn't have money.
He had to go.
So he had to go like, nah, he didn't steal for it. I feel like he charismaed it. I think he went up to the chicken guy and told that dude what Plato had just said and exactly what his plan was. And he's like, come on, dude, it will be fucking hilarious.
Let's do it for
and we'll get one on this pretentious fuck. And the chicken guy was like, you know what? Yeah, that's hilarious. And gave him the chicken. So he goes home to his little pot and he's
I'd like to think
poor chicken, because it's still alive when he's doing this. He's just pulling the fucking feathers out, so we're not going to think too much about how much that sucks for the chicken. Still funny.
They're assholes.
Stay with us. It's still, animal cruelty aside, it's still funny.
Chickens are giant assholes. I've raised them. I know.
Been chased by many a chicken. They are assholes.
Also, never mind.
Now, having defeathered this
featherless biped,
he goes back to Plato's school, kicks the door open, and throws the chicken at him and says, behold, Plato's man.
I like to think that he did it the next day. Supposedly it was the next day after Plato said this.
Yeah.
So that he could make sure that the owner of the chicken could see him do it.
Right?
It's my day off. We'll do it tomorrow, bro.
It's like I'm about to close down, right? Can you wait till tomorrow? Yeah, I got you. I got to pluck this thing anyway.
I feel like
it was somebody worked with him, right?
Make that movie.
That's how it goes, right? That's the scene. Because Plato's, we'll probably make the Plato fans really mad, but we're going to portray him as kind of an uptight asshole in our Diogenes comedy fan. So that's the chicken story. You got another one?
Well, as always, this is one of those. We couldn't nail down whether this happened in Athens or Corinth.
Irrelevant.
But this totally seems like something I'd have done in Athens. More people. I think.
Bigger audience, right?
Bigger audience. So, Diogenes, now, maybe this was during a famine. Maybe this was just during a normal fucking day. Decides, whoops it out, and starts furiously jerking off in the middle of the street in front of
this wasn't an isolated incident. This happened all the time.
This happened multiple times.
This is just what he did. Just when he felt like it, he'd have a wank.
How he ended it, though, was always interesting. He'd stop, rub his belly, and go, if only hunger could be cured that way.
I agree. How great would that be? Like, oh, God, I'm hungry. Hang on.
Also,
what are you doing? Eating.
Also, would have went over better if you hadn't just jerked off in the street.
I'm rubbing my belly. I was agreeing with him on the concept of it'd be great if it doesn't, but it'd be great.
Would be.
Don't wank in public, kids.
Right? Yeah, don't do that. But wash your lettuce in public all you want.
Wash your lettuce in general, especially now.
Yeah. Also, the whole.
You should have always been washing your lettuce, but you should really be doing it now.
It's just always, in general, it's good advice. Was this honestly a Plato story? I can't remember.
Yeah, no, it was Plato did this.
Plato came up?
This is in the middle of their fucking rivalry. I'm pretty sure it happened after the bird incident. So Diogenes is at the fountain, washing the little scraps of lettuce that he managed to scrape up for his food. And he's just singing the I Dream of Genie fucking song. Right? Plato walks up to him all smug. He's like, man, Dio, buddy, if you would have took that job with that one king teaching his kids or something, you probably wouldn't have to be in here, washing lettuce in the fountain.
Or as well as I also heard if you had prayed to Dionysus, which I think
the king's name is Dionysus.
Ah, that's why.
Yeah, that's what it was.
It was weird because I thought it was weird because people would also obviously before you eat today or just in general, people would say prayers before they ate, mostly to pray that the thing they were about to eat wouldn't kill them.
The thing that's probably going to kill him is the fucking water. That's why everybody drank wine and shit. Way safer. That's why they would take like vinegar and put it in water just to kind of help sterilize it a little bit.
Posca is safe to drink, not water.
But after the smug ass comment from Plato, Diogenes, just without even missing a beat, just looks up at him and just goes, "And you know what? If you weren't so busy going around kissing ass to kings and shit, and you learned to wash lettuce, you wouldn't have to do that. Yeah, like you wouldn't have to do shit like that." I imagine in like Blackadder, could we get Rowan Atkinson to play Diogenes and just with that dry ass British fucking humor?
Oh yeah, that's hilarious.
It would be great. More fun Diogenes stories.
Yeah, because this just never gets old. This is one. Philip of Macedon was moving south to conquer Greece, as he did. Remember, this is really, I keep forgetting. Easy to forget because he was alive when so many other people were doing so many cool things. This is one of the few times in history where I really would have loved.
It's a hell of a time to be alive, man.
Right?
Because like he was in his like 30s when he started doing this shit.
And so like way up into the 80s.
Socrates was already like he would have known about him before he got executed. Mm-hmm. Plato's right there. He started beef with fucking Plato.
Still had
like the biggest philosopher around.
Yeah. So it was hell of a time to be alive, right?
Yeah.
So Philip of Macedon was moving south to plan to conquer Greece, and the city was starting to panic over that. So people prepare for a siege, kind of scurrying around like ants as they do. So Diogenes, not wanting to be left out, decides to get out of his pot and start rolling it back and forth up and down the main road. So people naturally are like, what is it now?
What is it now? Smug Athenian woman, right? It's the Athenian Karen. She's just stops. She like looks at her slaves like, hold on. Oh my God. Diogenes, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You are obstructing the road right now. There is an emergency. Guards.
They're not even
right. There's like, oh my God, Mrs. Athenian Karen is on her shit again. And Diogenes still ignoring her, just pushing his little fucking barrel up and down.
Yeah, we get it.
Guards come up to him.
Plato. No one gives a shit.
Guards, third cousin to Plato. Nobody gives a shit. Guards go up to Diogenes. All right, what are you doing? You're pissing Miss Karen off. He's just like, oh, everybody else is running around,
being
busy. I just wanted to be busy too.
I want to look like a jerk.
I didn't want to just sit here while everybody else was doing stuff, right? Everything you all seemed to be doing seemed just as useless as what I was doing. I thought that's what we were doing today. I thought you all were starting to embrace my way of thinking, right?
I thought we were getting used to each other, guys.
Yep. So another good one. He's walking around the marketplace, broad daylight, with a lit lantern.
Yeah.
Just getting in people's faces.
Inches away.
Fucking all. What are you doing? I'm looking for an honest man. No, not there.
I'd like to think a couple of the more sarcastic ones. Just keep looking. Keep looking.
He comes up to us if I'm looking for an honest man. Like, over there, you just missed him. He would. Why do I have him like walking like Danhausen? He's just like, very good, very nice, very evil, and he wanders off.
He's super old and kind of getting frail because he's old now.
No, he's like 20.
No. I'm thinking of someone else.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Danhausen. No, he's like 25.
Ian McKellen. There's your Diogenes. I've seen his other work. He's not
Patrick Stewart. He's much more of a dirty motherfucker than he is.
Yeah, but I had him as Plato.
We can have Ian McKellen as Plato. Just switch him. They would love that shit.
Because I've seen bits of
going against each other like that.
Well, I know. That's why I'm saying I've seen bits of this show.
Patrick Stewart throws his shit at him in the middle of a speech.
I see far too much of. Or I've seen this like one. It's like a British show. It's like one of them British comedy shows. It's like a catty old gay couple, and Ian McKellen's one of them.
Sounds funny as fuck.
That's why. And seeing that little bit scene, I was like, that he'd be a better Diogenes.
No.
I really think he would. And
Patrick
honestly,
Stewart. We'll have them both. We'll have them both read, and I guarantee you, Patrick Stewart's going to pull off the dirty madman off way better than Ian McKellen is. Ian McKellen
that would be
much more sophisticated. Sorry, Patrick.
That's I'm
gonna get heat from all the Patrick Stewart fans. I'm like, no, what you're misunderstanding is he is
range, though.
He is Bullock.
He's Bullock as well as Picard, so I get it. I'm leaning toward the Picard
but
side.
I can't see Ian McKellen being that dirty. He's Gandalf.
That's Gandalf kind of gets a bit rough.
He's not going to go up to somebody because they threw a bone at him and called him a dog and piss on their leg. Patrick Stewart, I could see doing.
I could see every Bullock absolutely doing every bit of Diogenes. You got me there. After Athens, after he does eventually, I guess, get tired.
There's more stuff. We're not done telling stories.
Wait, doesn't he move on to Corinth?
Not yet. That's after. Wait.
Oh, we're doing Athens and kind of just.
Yeah, he did so much shit in Athens.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead.
I guess the continuity, we don't have to go in real chronological order.
Yeah, I know, but it's kind of hard to nail down.
I felt you trying to skip to the end.
No.
And I don't want you to yet, because we haven't even talked about him going into the Athenian Senate.
Oh, shoot, you're right.
While they're in session, discussing important lordly things.
Because this wasn't like
voting on the topics of the day.
The Athenian Senate wasn't where Plato did all his talks. That's
the Academy. That's a different place. Yeah, this is a separate thing. Plato's not even there. He just decided he was going to do this because free will. I can do whatever the hell I want. Fuck you. Right. So he goes in there and just sits and he's eating figs. Probably loudly because he's an asshole.
Because again, something you're not supposed to do.
And then the senators notice him and they're just like, "What are you doing? Like we're in the middle of, we're doing senator shit, right?" And he just goes, "Oh, you guys didn't look like you were doing anything important, so didn't see why I should wait for my lunch." He just goes on eating fucking figs. And how they didn't just run him the fuck out of there or like call the guards? Nothing. They just was like, okay, and went right back to what they were doing. This guy got away with everything.
He is a devotee of Nurgle. He stank so bad the guards didn't want to touch him.
That's not true. He bathed when he felt like bathing. The fountains are for.
Fair enough. They would catch him routine. Semi-routine.
Even dogs clean themselves.
Fair enough.
He loved dogs and kids.
Yeah, here's the thing,
right? Like they were the only like truly happy beings on Earth.
Yeah,
for him, because like you wanted an honest conversation, talk to a 5-year-old or a dog. Because a 5-year-old, no filter. They're just going to tell you exactly whatever it is they're thinking. A dog is going to just listen to every word you say. Like, yeah, all right, buddy.
Wow, that is the wisest thing I've ever heard.
Tell me more. Just try telling your problems to your dog. Your dog doesn't give a fuck what's happening. He's just listening and he cares. You see it on his face. He's just like, "Oh, okay, buddy. I understand."
Yeah.
And then they'll do the thing to you. And you're just like, "Yes, because I'm sad, puppy." Diogenes knew what was up. But
also, the word cynic does come from the ancient Greek word kynikos.
Which means
dog-like.
Dog or hound-like.
Which it was more of a philosophical thing for them. As my kind of a... Well, unless it's actively bothering me, I don't care about it.
The word cynic gets a bad rap nowadays, because now it's like a jaded... you don't jaded and you don't give a shit, and it's like, yeah, kind of. But you're missing the soul of it. It's like, it's not just not giving a fuck. It's, I don't have any fucks to give. So you have no fucks that you can take, right?
And there's also
I have nothing, you can't take anything from me. Therefore, you have no power over me.
It was also kind of an oratory style. Kanika means to bark at, so it's just like kind of rant and rave.
Well, he didn't get the nickname the Dog of Athens.
Yeah, you're kind of ranting
for nothing, because he did. He
bothers you.
He didn't care he would tell you.
To anyone or
there was one day a kid was throwing rocks at people, and he was the son of a well-known prostitute.
He said, "Be careful."
And he looks at the kid and goes, "No." He looks at the kid and goes, "Good job. You'll hit your father yet." I'm sure made the kid fucking cry because he doesn't know who his dad is, and he's just like, "Oh, you're right. I could hit my dad if I threw the rock. It could be anybody in that crowd. My mom's such a slut." Ah! See, he didn't give a fuck. So yeah, he would bark at people.
Yeah, sometimes literally.
Yeah,
but barking sometimes also meant you're being a piece of crap, and this is why. Da 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 da. Also this and this.
Also, he could just have felt like barking at you that day.
Also, he might have literally gone,
because the need tick your dog perked up when you did that. Did you see that? Bruno's like, "What? What's going on?"
No, I have a signal system because I have corn.
Said something bad about his ancestry dog speak.
Anyway,
One day, a kid or a group of teenagers, or maybe just one, broke
his
Diogenes' pot.
And
you know what? To be fair, I bet Diogenes didn't even care. He was probably just like, I'll go sleep over here under this tree.
I guess I'll
because that's how he lived his life.
However,
you shouldn't get attached to things.
However, because the people of Athens had gotten kind of attached to their mad barking man.
He's our mad barking man.
Exactly. They flogged. I heard it was a group of teens.
They had him all flogged, and they bought him another jar.
Which, good Lord. And now, times would happen, like it would break again, but from that point on, it was generally believed that anytime it broke after that, it was an accident. Shit happened. Because shit happens.
I only heard the one story of it breaking.
I believe,
but there is the fun story of it being moved from Athens to Corinth later. Again, not Diogenes' idea, but somebody else's, but because they thought it was important to him, and he's like, "No, I don't."
It's like, well, thanks. I guess.
Okay, but speaking of Corinth, Diogenes gets bored and decides he's going to go for a wander.
Right.
So he
just
philosophizes his way onto a boat to go to visit an island, and ends up getting captured by pirates.
Yeah.
And then sold into slavery in Corinth.
Yep.
And the whole trip, he's just like, you guys
would get more money.
You get way more money
if you fed them a little bit.
Yeah, like you see how you're doing the pigs and shit over there. You're going to sell
them up for market.
Like you're doing that, but meanwhile, you have men with skills far beyond the pig. You're letting us waste away and starve to death over here. Like me, especially me. Like you should give me way more food. Look at me, I'm wasting away.
That's what I was. And he kind of rightfully brought that up.
Kind of, but they did. They started feeding them better though.
And here's the thing, and it wasn't just
totally worked.
But several of the other POW or people on the boat were educated Greeks who were captured by uneducated people. And it kind of turned into a whole thing.
Well, this is why when you get sold into slavery, they ask you what special skills are. So if you get, like, well, I used to be a mathematician, and it's like, well,
you're going to teach somebody.
I can buy you to teach my kids. You're still a slave. I'll sell you to the Romans.
Right.
They're always looking for Greek teachers.
Yeah, but you're a valuable one.
It's probably a little early for that, though. We're still like the 3rd century BC, so it'd be a little early
for that.
Rome's not Rome yet. They're still tiny.
That's true. The practice probably
Samnite Wars about to happen or in progress. We'll do that later. We're in Greece right now.
Stay tuned for the Samnite Wars.
They're in there.
Nice.
What are they talking about? Oh, he gets captured, and he's brought up for sale, and the slave master's like, "What skills do you have, skinny old man?" And he's just like, "I am really good at telling people how to live their life. Bring me somebody who needs a master."
Telling people what to do.
Yeah, he's like, "I'm good at telling people. Bring me somebody who needs a master." And I guess some guy in the crowd laughed because he points at him, and he's just like, "That guy. That guy looks like he could use a master. Sell me to that dude." And it starts with a Z.
Not Xenophon.
Xanthorpe. Zathras.
Zathras.
Not the one.
Not the one.
God damn it, every time. It's always Babylon 5 with us. Stop it. No, I'm serious. It's like I'm
obsessed with the show.
I'm telling both of us. It's like the last 4 episodes, there's been some kind of fucking Babylon 5 reference. But some guy starts with Z, and he's like, I like this fucking guy. So he does buy him, and he makes him the teacher of his kids. And Diogenes, in typical Diogenes fashion, is kind of like, cool, but I'm still just I'm gonna just kind of do my own thing. Your kids can come they can come find me in the marketplace. I'll teach them, right? And this is where the pot comes in.
So that guy, kind of where he comes.
That guy had his pot from Athens brought over to Corinth because he thought it was important to him, even though Diogenes was like, I mean, I could have found another barrel or something. It wouldn't have mattered. I don't care. What do you people not get about the fact that I don't care? Why is that so goddamn mind-blowing? I am happy not caring. That's what you people need to learn to do. You need to be happy with not having things. Just because you lost a bunch of shit doesn't mean that your life is over. Look at me. I have nothing. Perfectly happy. See? I'm going to go have a wank now. But this goes on for a while, and the family loves him. They're like, he's great.
Yeah.
He won't stay in the house, but he's great. He tends to disappear and wander off sometimes, but he's great.
Which, honestly, at that point, is he really a slave anymore?
Right. I mean, on paper, but again, what does he give a shit about a piece of paper?
And it's not like the guy's just going to, yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm a sovereign citizen. I don't adhere to your...
I am traveling.
To your law. I am traveling under maritime law. Diogenes, the first sovereign citizen. Well, kind of. Well, he's the first. He's the first citizen of the world. Is what he called himself. They're like, where are you from? He's like, I'm from everywhere. I am cosmopolites. Cosmopolitan. I am from fucking everywhere. That's why he just kind of would randomly be like, I'm gonna go over here now.
Because he hadn't actually been everywhere.
Yeah, and then he's like, well, what's over here? There's nobody gonna stop me.
He'd been everywhere in Greece.
Well, the last time he tried to get on a boat, he got sold into slavery.
Fair enough. Which is a good reason to stay home.
And it's not like he could go back to Sinope because he's still banned.
Yeah, and here's the thing: I thought banishments were only like 10 years.
They could vary,
but they could
depending on the severity of the crime.
Sometimes they are.
You fucked with the money. That's a severe crime. You could have murdered your way through downtown. We still wouldn't have been as mad at you. You fucked with the money. Yeah, you killed a bunch of people, but you fucked with the money.
You fucked with the money, and that fucks with everyone.
Exactly. But the most famous story, and just the biggest sign of Diogenes is just pure no fucks given at all, is the story with Alexander the Great. Yeah, that guy. That Alexander. He has just recently conquered all of it.
Brutal honesty.
And he is visiting Corinth for, I think, 2 actually. I think the reason he went was to see Diogenes. Because he's heard about this crazy fucking guy with, maybe some good ideas. And he was brought up by a philosophizer.
And by this point, he'd probably had a chance to talk to Plato, and Plato had a good chance to kiss ass.
Probably. Speaking of people kissing Alexander's ass,
to have a different conversation.
Real quick, side story before we get to the interaction between those two. There was a guy in Alexander's party that was just a dude going around with Alexander and stuff, and somebody was talking to Diogenes about that dude, being like, man, it must be great. He gets to go around and wine and dine with the king and all this stuff. And Diogenes is like, the man is wretched. Poor guy has to go and eat wherever Alexander wants to.
Oh.
He has no choice. He can't say, well, I don't want to go to Denny's. We hit, Cracker Barrel maybe? Mm-hmm. No, I'm Alexander. We're going to Denny's. Okay. Right?
Oof, be like that.
So I kind of agree. I'm like, yeah, it's fun. The guy is paying for everything, but you kind of have to go wherever he goes, or party's over.
Right.
That's why you shouldn't be a sycophant. But anyway, back to the interaction between him and Diogenes. Alexander has shown up to see this guy, and he's off laying on a bench, soaking up the sun, having a good old time, balls out, having a wank.
Probably stop. Probably was polite enough to stop.
Nah, he showed up. Just still, hey, how you doing? Oh, you're the king, are you? That's nice. No, that's not what happened. But he walks up and blocks the sun and is like, "Hi, I'm Alexander the Great, king of all the kings of everything, everywhere, and I've come here to meet you, Diogenes. And you're cool. Ask me anything. Ask me a favor. Like what? Like anything I can do for you. You let me know. It is
within my power to give you. You need merely ask of it, and it shall be yours.
You need to take 2 steps that way. You're in my son."
And that's the point. In the movie, Alexander's jaw is just going to hit the fucking floor, and he will politely take 2 steps out of the way, drag his jaw with him. Because his jaw will still be on the floor.
Right. It's just pure shock. I like it better if he says it and Alexander's guards react first, right? Like, how dare you really reach for the swords and stuff, and Alexander throws the weight. So he can hit him with the haughty laugh of the, "Ha ha, were I not Alexander, I should wish to be Diogenes." Being, see, I still have the best of this situation. Don't worry, guys. It's all good. And Diogenes quickly ruins it by looking at him and going, "If I weren't Diogenes, I still would want to be Diogenes. And you're still in my son."
Right.
Again, no fucks given.
Right.
And none asked. That's the more important thing. It's like, he didn't ask for anything either. Like, if he was like going around being like, you guys should really listen to me. You're not listening to me. He didn't do that. He just said stuff. He didn't really give a shit if you paid attention to it or not, but he told you. Hey, that's all that mattered. Like, hey, you've been informed. What you do with that information is on you. I fucking love this guy. He lived to be like 90.
Yeah, he lived to be super duper old, which says something for an active lifestyle. There's no way this guy wasn't just constantly moving around.
Well, he did remember he did all the like when he first decided to do this shit, he did all like the crazy endurance training. He's like sitting there like hugging like a frozen statue to get used to being in the cold, rolling around in hot sand so he could be used to being hot.
I wonder how long he kept that up for.
Oh, you'd have to do it for years. That's one of those things like you could never stop, right?
Once you start,
you can't stop, because once you stop, you're gonna get soft, and you get soft, you die. Right?
Let's finally get to it. How did Diogenes supposedly die? So we've heard we heard a couple of different stories on the internet and on the research that I've done.
You want a downer ass answer that I think is the actual legitimate?
Yeah.
What actually probably happened?
Let's start with the downer one, and then we'll end with something.
He was fucking 90.
He was just 90.
He just died. He just died. He went to sleep in his pot and didn't wake the fuck up. That's as simple as that. That's not any fun though. That's a lame ass answer.
It's kind of a lame.
I much prefer all the wild ass other answers of how he died, like
the dog fight.
Yeah, he got in a fight with a dog over an octopus, and the dog bit him, and he got an infection and died from that. He tried to eat a live octopus and choked to death on it. There's a lot of octopus ones. There's one where he slipped on an octopus and cracked his head open.
Which again,
was this octopus just a common thing that they ate in Greece? Is that why it kept?
It is a thing.
I don't either. Common, but my favorite one that didn't involve a fucking octopus is he just said, "I'm bored," and held his breath until he died.
Which
I'm just done with it all. Which isn't physically impossible, but it just seems like the kind of thing
passed out from it.
It seems like the kind of thing he would do.
Yeah, or at least try to do.
Or try to do at least, right?
Yeah, because I can see it's one of those people simultaneously being wise but also really dumb sometimes.
I just catch him over just sitting on a post, just purple faced like this, just Dio, what are you doing? I'm trying to hold my breath till I die. You can't do that, Bet. I can't. Watch. and then he fucking keeled over and died. And it's like, well, I guess you can.
Oh, shit, he's right.
Yeah, he's right. Fuck. What are we gonna do with his body? Which they did ask him about when he started getting old. They were like, "What do you want us to do when you do die?" And he's just like, "I'll just throw me over the wall for the animals. I don't really give a shit." Oh, that's awful. You can't do that. Like,
I don't think they did do that, did they?
No, they didn't, but they made a big deal about that being his idea. He's just like, okay, if you're that concerned about it, leave the big stick with my body. That way I can fight off the wolves and stuff. And they all just stared at him. And he's like, what? He's like, you'll be dead. What good's the stick going to do? And he's like, exactly. So, see how stupid your fucking line of thinking is? But no, they couldn't do that. They buried him and they put up a bronze like statue, and then actually in Sinope where he was born, they erected a monument with like an engraving on it, like you'll always be remembered.
And it looks neat. Your editing though.
Yeah, they're still there. I think you can go see both of them still. Because the one in Corinth is outside the old city gates.
Also, if you ever go, there's a whole.
But I don't think he's actually buried there anymore.
Corinth? I don't know.
I feel like his body would have got destroyed or moved.
Just over time, dude. It was that.
Yeah, the city was how many times?
Hey, he was buried somewhere here in Old Corinth.
It's a wonder that his little bronze statue thing fucking survived, right? Like, it's like, how many times did Corinth get sacked?
Diogenes. It's the only time. They're like, yeah, think of people in the future sacking temples. Like, yeah, but I remember reading about that guy.
That guy's cool. Leave that there.
Leave that alone. Like, even the Ottomans left it alone.
Right.
That tells you all you needed to know.
Nazis left it alone.
Oh, yeah.
They took Greece, too.
Oh, shit, they did. I keep forgetting. Yeah, because I keep forgetting.
That's what I was going to say. I was like, man, sit and think about it. How many times Corinth got sacked in the 1,300 years from this time frame we're talking about?
The Crusades. Holy shit.
Yeah, dude. Like, it fuck ton.
Wow, yeah, Corinth. Wow, Corinth's seen a lot of action. We're just listing for big battle. Oh, okay, never mind. It's one of those things I really didn't think about.
The Greco-Turkish War. Pretty sure Corinth got sacked during that one.
Which one? Fought each other several times.
Pick one. I pick one. I don't know. But Diogenes is
kind of about wraps it up.
That's our show
for this week.
Anyway.
Wait, hold up.
Oh yeah, we got more.
We have a drawing.
We have more stuff we have to do.
Yep.
We gotta draw. We gotta find out what we're doing next week.
Draw from the pot of knowing.
Oh, I guess I shouldn't look in it. That's cheating.
Pot of knowing knows everything. What will we know?
I'm not cheating at all.
What will we know next week? Because we decided though.
Here we go. We are going to be making portable soup.
Yes.
We're gonna go back into the Chrono kitchen and make some more survival food.
Woohoo!
Hell fucking yeah! I'm excited. This means I get to make soup.
Cooking time.
I love soup. All right, so join us next week for that one. I need everybody to stop what you're doing. Look at me. Right here. I'm serious right now. I need you to like it. Because you know you did.
Yeah. If you're still here, you know you loved it.
You know you loved it. I'm so cute. Look at this face. Right? Hit the like button. Hit the comment button.
Help him afford his medication.
Send me a smiley face. Feed my vanity. Please. I would love to actually start making money on this.
That's what I'm saying.
I actually lose money every time we film one of these.
When we can afford alcohol, I'll try and get us a bottle of bourbon next
Please help
week,
me. I spend so much money on booze for this show.
I'll be able to get us a bottle.
On top of that, you know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe. Go check out my other channel, Kentucky Fried Critics, where me and my cousin Shane watch movies and drink beer and have a grand old time. And join us on our other shit we do on this channel, Chrono Forged. He's got something new that we're about to do. Look out for that. And until next time,
6B coming this fall.
That is a different channel entirely. I was talking about your apple cider thing.
Oh yeah.
See,
stay tuned for so much shit drink to go with our portable soup.
So much shit coming in the future, but you people need to hit the buttons. If you don't hit the buttons, I can't afford to do it. So
All right.
Until that time.
Until then.
Go out and learn something.
And cut.